Hi there, savewith.crypto here. Okay, so I'm just going to say a few things really because I've had a couple of comments to do with people who've been following the trades I've been doing on the Telegram group. Yeah, so it was this comment here from Scarecrow Bar saying, I followed your last trade and then a giant red candle swooped down and took me out. Okay, so I said, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your loss wasn't too big. I'm guessing you either had high leverage or you were trading with all your capital and couldn't set the lower orders. To be honest, I didn't expect that dump yesterday. That was kind of Thursday, although Thursdays are statistically generally quite dumpy, aren't they? But anyway, I said I didn't expect that dump, but it did fill my lower orders I set, and now I have an average entry of 28,074, which isn't brilliant, but okay. Scarecrow Bar said, I only lost $6 due to stop loss. 10x leverage, 25% times 2 orders. I wondered if the same candle stopped you out, or does the exchange play games subjectively? Will you do an update on that trade? Don't know what you mean by does the exchange play games subjectively. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I said I'd make a video, so here I am making a video. There was also another comment today. Okay, so this one was from Sam, who said, I think you're a lot better at this than you think. Thank you. I follow a lot of people on Twitter who were calling to go short. This was yesterday, so like the 30th of March 2023. Okay, so he was saying that a lot of people on Twitter was calling to go short, and he was in a similar trade to me, but he kind of pussied out, I guess when it went a bit negative, and lost it. Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear about that. So yesterday I reloaded and followed your trade. Sometimes it's better to block out the noise. Okay, so Sam said the up frustratingly, he bailed out, went short when I was long. He was over leveraged and would have been fine if he'd have followed me. Okay, well, the idea of going short does make some sense because it seems that since, say, the 18th of March, we've kind of been stuck in this range here. So, if it's up here, it makes sense to go short. But this is on the 1 hour time frame, and here we're looking at movements of what's that? That's like over $2,000, and them sort of moves don't happen every day. They happen every few days, but like not every day. So, we're much more zoomed in. We're kind of like looking at movements like this. So say, for example, like last night, there was quite a dip down, but only to 28,326. Now, generally, my kind of short-term scalping kind of strategy has actually involved a lot of it is looking at WaveEdge, which is this indicator here, which works better on much higher time frames like the 1 hour and 4 hour. And I was really just looking at this green cross down here on the 30th of March, and maybe that red cross there, to get an idea of if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. But WaveEdge is more for like really bigger, slower moves. In my mind, Thomas might disagree with me, but that's how I see it. This one called the whole suite, I look at that on the 5-minute chart, and what I tend to see is these sort of red bands coming down, and then when it starts to get thinner, you can almost tell when it's going to go up again, sort of thing. So those are the kind of movements that I'm looking for. So for example, we're here now, and the red band is still quite thick, but it looks to me like that's probably going to start to turn around sometime this morning. It's actually April the 1st, Saturday at the moment, and I'm expecting that to go back up. So generally, my kind of idea with trades is what I'm doing. If I'm not totally sure, if I'm dead sure and I'm going to try and catch a wick like that one there, then I will go in with like half the capital on a reasonable leverage. But with these sort of smaller ones where I'm not too sure, what generally I'll do is go in. Say, for example, if I wasn't in a trade already, I'd probably look at maybe going long about now, probably around this level, like 28,390. and I'd go in with like just 25% of the capital. And the thinking is that if it starts to go very negative, I know I should set a stop loss and just take the loss, but the point is, I don't think if that goes negative, it's going to go all the way down here. I think it's just going to, probably bounce up again. So, I make sure I've got plenty of the capital to put into the trade to lower down that entry and thus move away the liquidation point. And that's the kind of philosophy of what I do, really. I don't think it's perfect at all. I think if I could do the TA better and actually have some better entry points and just have the patience to wait around for wicks like this one and this one, it would be much better. But I prefer doing that than say, for example, going short on this wick here. I mean, this would have been beautiful, I must admit. If you'd caught this one last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, rode it down to where we are now, that would have been 1.47%. So on 10x leverage, for example, that would have been a 14% gain you could have made, which would have been beautiful. But, I'm always worried that that's going to break through that level and then shoot off up to, 30k. And that way, if you didn't confidently have a stop in there, you could lose a bunch of money. I'm just more comfortable longing rather than shorting. I do appreciate the short positions are lucrative. That's just I'm not very good at it. So that's what I'm doing there. So my actual trade, you can look at this here. So my actual trade is fine. Looks a bit weird here because we're looking at the 1 week time frame. Let's just go to like 15 minutes or something. So you can see here that the trade is currently in profit and I've got a stop loss set here. I'm going to go out today and the stop loss might well hit. If it does, I'll probably make about $25, but if not, it could go up. And the assets overall are looking pretty good because this is the account that started off with $200 in January. Now, long-term viewers will know that I did add this up to almost $4,000 and I made a stupid mistake and lost the majority of it. So I'm going to try and not do that again. In fact, I'm almost tempted to take profit now and just close the trade just so I know I've got $500. But I'm not going to do that because I do think it will go up because of what I just said, because of how this whole suite indicator is looking. I just really think that will go green like that. Sometimes in the Telegram group, I say that I'm going to take half off the table. And I think that's probably not a bad idea in this case. And I think if it goes up to this level again, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm actually going to say 28, all the 8s. So let's do that. So I'm just going to go here. It's going to go to limit. Limit close 28, 8, 8, 8. Okay. So expected profit will be 0.00412 Bitcoin. That's okay. But I'm only going to sell half of it. So that's the quantity I'm closing, 2101. Okay. So the profit will be 0.00206. Okay. So I'm just going to confirm that. So what that does, that actually sets like a short order up here for like half the amount. And then what I'm hoping is that the price will hit there, get rejected again, come back down, and then I'll put the other half in and go back up again and keep doing that until we finally break out. But I think the breakout might be Sunday afternoon, Monday morning, something like that. So we'll have to wait till then. Okay, so that was a couple of hours ago, and I've been out and come back, and nothing much has changed really. I didn't hit the stop, so that's good. You can see here that we're actually 12.5% in profit, which is that in Bitcoin, and that in dollars is about $53. So it's looking okay. Let's just have a quick look at the Trading View chart. So over on Trading View, you can see what happened on the 5 minute at about 9:20 this morning, and it did indeed go green like I expected. And it didn't go on a big rally like I thought it would, but it actually did a little bit of down, then a little bit of up, a little bit of down, and now I think it's just going to go green again. So that does seem to be heading back up. So there's a little bit of wiggling around here, but it would be nice to see some movement to the upside. But I'll keep you posted anyway in the Telegram group. So that is savewith.crypto.org/TG. That will get you there. And that's all free and everything. But please do use the ByBit link. That can get you up to $30,000 trading bonus, which is rather nice, isn't it? You need a large deposit for that, but there are other bonuses you get with smaller amounts from upwards of $100, I believe.
So there you go. So please do leave a comment. Make sure you're subscribed. Give the video a like. And above all, tell your friends.
Thank you.